Hello everyone, this is Insomniac Andrew, and this is a video about Slark. He's a hero from Defense of the Ancients. As we can see, Lycanthrope, Phoenix, and Butcher have been chosen for the Dire, or in Warcraft 3 they call him the Scourge. And they're going to pick two more heroes. So once they pick those, I go ahead and say, okay, that's enough heroes, I'm going to pick mine. I'm just worried about too many heroes counterpicking mine. So I pick Slark. And nobody else on my team has picked their hero yet, but they're about to. Actually, two of them random. We get a Skeleton King and Thrall. Let's speed up the pace. What's Slark about? He's this little frog-like creature that come from the ocean. And he's got these dark abilities. I can't really show you very good because it's not Defense of the Ancients 2. It's just Warcraft 3. And I'm watching a replay. But anyways, here's a good all-around build for your hero. If you're taking the side lane, a little bit of balance in your stats for your Iron Branches, Gauntlets, and Agility. So you gotta keep up on your health, and you want to boost your attack a little too. Some regeneration is good. So just go ahead up and fill up your inventory, and take it from there. Now his first ability, the ability that makes him most unique is his third ability. We'll talk about that. That's Essence Shift. It's, see, he's an agility hero, and yet he has only 15 agility. That's less than his other stats, right? It's really weak. But 21 is not really particularly high, but worse than that, it's his strength growth is like really bad. It's not so good anyway. But it could be worse. Anyway, he gets more agility from combat. So there we go. The more he attacks the enemy, the more agility he gets. But not just that, it also reduces their attributes. Every attack will reduce the strength, agility, and intelligence by 1, and give 3 agility to Slark. Now this is a really old game, and Slark decides to pull the golems because they're worth extra gold and experience compared to usual creeps. But mostly the experience is the important part. But gold's good too. But I mean, you know, when you're level 1, you want that fast level 3, and the golems really help with that. So good, I went from level 1 to almost level 3. Now, besides that ability, okay, well, when you level it up, it lasts for, only 15 seconds at the first level, but it goes all the way up to, it'll last for up to 2 minutes at the maximum level. But then he's got his ultimate, which helps his health. It keeps it. He regenerates his health at a huge rate, and he also moves faster too when he's not seen by enemy units and when he hasn't been attacked by a neutral for the last 2 seconds. That's his ultimate ability. That's the passive part of it. Now the active part of it will be that he can attack and, well, I mean, yeah, and cast spells. No problem, like any other normal hero would. But with him, he can do it going invisible. So he goes invisible is the point. And normally, heroes cannot attack or cast spells while invisible, but he can. And he can do that for 5.5 seconds. Now the reason he can do this is to give him a convenient way to build up his agility. So now he's also got an ability His first ability is, I believe it's called Dark Pact. When he casts it, there's a short delay, and then over about a second or half a second or so, whatever the time is, he dispels debuffs on him. So like if you stun him, then he'll no longer be stunned, that kind of thing. So it's pretty handy for getting out of tight situations. But not just that, it'll also deal damage. Uh, Half damage to you, and then full damage to each other unit in the area. Well, over the course of the duration of the half second or second or however long it is. Now, let's speed this up. His second ability, Pounce, is where he jumps forward and tries to latch onto, so you're probably going to watch him do it right now, an enemy unit, or hero, I should say. It used to be he could latch onto units, but now he can only do heroes. So that's a convenient thing to remember. You can jump over the units and snatch up the heroes. That way they can't get away. Basically, that's all it does. Range of 700 for the jump, and for the leash it's 350 or 325, something like that. That's basically so they can't get away, so you keep attacking them with their agility. And they can cast spells at you, but you can try to dispel their debuffs, with your Dark Pact and all that. So his spells all work together pretty good. Now he's about to hit level 6, and you'll see his ultimate soon. See, by the time you get rid of your all your tangos for healing, you should be about level 6. You should have enough gold for Boots of Speed at least by then. So you buy that, and then you get your ultimate. And it's up to you what you do with your ultimate. Either stay in lane or move around. I went to grab a rune. Decided to scout with my illusion apparently. Maybe trick the enemies into using their spells or something. And I did successfully make that Mirana cast her Starfall with my illusion, so that was quite the success. Although you didn't see it, I can't really rewind for you, but you'll just have to take my word for it. So they come at me because she hit me with an arrow from far away, and it stunned my hero. And that was unfortunate, because I didn't see that coming. So then I almost died, and I had to back out of there. The only reason I survived was because my ultimate turned me invisible, and they couldn't hit me with their regular attacks. So I apologized to my lane partner that I have to leave him alone for a while. And let's speed up the game again. Now, we'll just go ahead and watch the rest of this replay because it's a really good one, and you get to see kind of how good Slark can be if you use him properly. Actually, I had a tough time in this game somewhat because my lane partner was not very helpful. He ended up getting killed really early, and then well, he wasn't really helping me very good against our opponents, but when I did jump that tiger gal with a white tiger, that was from the guy from middle coming to help me, and that's why we were able to get that. So this guy in the middle, he's the Disruptor. We used to call him Thrall, but that's the Warcraft 3 guy, and they don't want to get sued by Blizzard, so they just don't call him Thrall. He doesn't even look like Thrall either. He's got red skin, and Thrall never had red skin. Anyway, he really helps out our team a lot, and I do pretty good with the team too. So watch that. Pudge tries to hook me, and I just dodge it. You want to try to keep on the move against Pudge. So that way he doesn't hook you. Because if he does, then that does a lot of damage. Then he pulls you towards him, and then he can use his ultimate on you. And so usually if you walk behind a creep, then it'll be pretty hard for him to hook you. He'll have to like walk around and try to hook you. By the time he walks around, you can just walk over to the other side of the creep. So you want to try to keep the creeps in between you. That's how you dodge hooks for the most part. You can also dodge them by just moving left to right, left to right, back and forth. So that way, if he doesn't know which direction you're going to go next. You just kind of do a crazy dance. So watch my health, see the buff is on him, called Nightcrawler. Increased movement speed and regeneration. So normally heroes would need to still have potions or maybe a bottle or something to keep their health up. Slark doesn't necessarily need to. You can definitely... Urn of Shadows is a great item on Slark to give him really burst healing. Every once in a while, if you really want to, carry around a healing salve, but for the most part, your ultimate pretty much gets the job done. Now, Magic Wand is helpful. Combat, they cast the spells on you. It acquires them. It's a very good defensive item. It requires more charges, so each charge will give you more health and mana. And of course, Thrall were discussing the White Tiger gal, and she got away. And Pudge grabs a rune to go invisible. The Thrall notices because he planted a ward up there. It's nice when you go solo mid. It's good to be responsible, particularly if you're someone who probably will want to use runes. Even if not, plant just one ward. That way people know when there's a ward up, which side of the river it's on. Because if every 2 minutes it pops up, and if it's not where you put your ward, see the runes right there? If it's not there by the time that it's supposed to be there, then you're going to know it's on the other side of the map over here. So you only really need one ward up if it's all only about the runes. But if you want sight on the enemies, you need more sight than that. So over here, we got into a big scuffle, or we're about to at least. Oh yeah, our disruptor, he gets beat up. He loses his health. And then I was gonna kill him, but I decided it was just too risky and back off. So you can see there's been a lot of back and forth action. And if you look at my hero, you notice I have plus 15 strength. It's a good idea to build a lot of strength, especially if you're a hero that is liable to get targeted, because they don't... Oh, here's an interesting looking scene. I go after Phoenix, right? But I'm trying to trap him, so I trap him, and it looks like I'm about to get him, because my ally's there too. Then he flies away, and then goes into his ultimate form. See, and he turns into an egg, and burns the place up, and actually does quite a bit of damage to us. And, or else he would have if we had bothered to attack him, but we didn't. I wonder if it was earlier, yeah, I think we lost our heroes earlier to both him and that Wolfman guy. Yeah, maybe not. It's hard to tell, but I think so. Anyway, so there's some more back and forth action here. So anyways, I'm just commenting with my hero that I'm going to need an ethereal blade because when that phoenix does this dive thing, it ends up making my hero not be able to attack, as well as other heroes, whichever one, all the ones that get hit. So anyways, the whole enemy team, along with Shakiro illusions, come and take our tower. And here comes a big fight, right? Um, I was over in the enemy forest asking for help. I wanted, who was it, Disruptor? Somebody to use their arcane boots because I was running out of mana. With Slark, mana is always an issue. You want to be able to have mana to pounce, you want to have mana to cast Dark back, you want to have mana to use your ultimate, and maybe even pounce again and use your Dark back again and use your ultimate again. So all those abilities have a relatively low cooldown. So I decided I'd get my own mana item. So I grab a Sage's Mask or Sylvie's Mask, and make it into an Urn of Shadows. That's a good item for Slark. And you'll see why as at about the end of this video, I suppose, or at least this replay anyway. Towards the end of it, at the climax. So here I go. I want to chase them with my ultimate. I go maximum move speed, and then jump them, which is what Disruptor was telling me to do earlier against the Wolfman. But I knew the Wolfman could go into his ultimate, so I didn't think that was such a smart idea. But it worked just fine against the dragon. And then Disruptor shows himself quite skillful in making a trap that the Wolfman was in, and then putting him in there. It's a really effective hero, if you know how to use him right. So Phoenix gets silenced by Disruptor's ultimate, so he can't use his ultimate, or cast any spells really. And then I try to fight, and I get caught all alone, so I use Pounce to get away. That's an effective use of that ability. You jump over the cliff into the river, and then you're safe. You can also jump into the river if you wanted to attack somebody, but that's usually not as effective. Usually it's better to use it to jump over cliffs to get away. Because they'd pretty much have to be hugging the cliff for you to actually ensnare them, for the most part, with your leash. Entangle them, whatever you call that, latch onto them. Pounce them. So speed this up again. Okay, so here I go top, and then, oh, here's an interesting fight. They're like, well, they're fighting Roshan, and the skeleton goes in and grabs the drop from Roshan, and it's the armor that revives him, of course. So he actually stole it, and then now he's using it. And pretty much the rest of our team jumps in there and helps him out, while I'm on the other side of the map. So I handle whatever I was doing up there, and then I start coming over. So there's the white tiger chick. She's in a tough situation, and she doesn't manage to find her way out, apparently. She must have used her ultimate and went invisible, so we couldn't see her, but then it wore off. I guess she just hid in there and hoped we'd go away. But that didn't happen. And then that guy tried to run away, and the disruptor recalled him. And then I latched onto him, and then he was screwed. So it's a pretty nice combo. That's one hero that works good with Slark. Is Disruptor, and any trapper will. Because you just stack traps. Trap after trap. Once you think you're going to get out of one, oh, nope, there's the second one. Kind of the same concept as stunners. You stack stuns. You stun them with, like, say, Vengeful Spirit, and then you stun them with Lena or whoever, and all those, and then you're stuck there not being able to do anything for a while. Or as far as trapping's concerned, you're kind of stuck there not being able to run away. Ooh, here comes the big fight. This is where I get all their heroes. Here, Phoenix pops his ultimate, and then I start attacking because I'm like, I don't want that damage this time. And Juggernaut helps me out. And then I use Dark Pact and manage to destroy Pudge while I'm just attacking the dragon. And then I pop my urn and hide in the woods. It's like 2 urns in one using the ultimate. And I destroy the dragon. And this guy was running into trouble against Disruptor. And then look, Dark Pact destroys Wolfman again. So I've gotten all of them, except for Mirana. She used her ultimate. And then I jump her. Even though I can't see her, I'm still able to latch onto her. So, as an agility hero, his abilities are pretty effective in getting kills. Even if he doesn't have that much agility. Right here, you see, he only has 61. That's not all that much. Check out Juggernaut. He got 59. He just fought that huge battle, and that's all the agility he gained from it. It's because the spells were doing a lot of damage. And the allies were helping out a lot, too. But anyway, yeah, that was a... that was a rampage with just those items that you see there. And so he's got enough for an eagle horn. Go ahead and buy one. And then he turns in an ethereal blade. And then at one point Pudge scores off a really nice hook over by the towers. Oops. And then I zap him with the ethereal blade. And the towers can't hit Slark anymore, and then have him jump away.